I'm Andre Huey, and I'm coming to you live from ICT Week, the conference held here in St. Kitts at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort in Frigate Bay. The ICT Week actually started early this week, officially opened on Tuesday, September 25th, and on Wednesday, the 26th of September, a number of sessions were held, and a number of officials from the Caribbean Telecommunications Union and from the region spoke at those sessions. The ICT Week is organized by the Caribbean Telecommunications Union based in Trinidad and Tobago. And we here at SK Newsline, we had the privilege of interviewing a number of people related to ICT Week, including the Secretary General of the CTU. But before we get to all of that, though, we want to spend some time to present a special report on an initiative that has been taken by an organization called Icann. And Icann stands for Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, headquartered in Uruguay, Montevideo, Uruguay. We spoke with Mr. Albert H. Daniels. He is the Stakeholder Engagement Senior Manager for the Caribbean for Icann, and he spoke about an initiative that will be happening on Thursday. And this is where people, local entrepreneurs here in St. Kitts and Nevis will have the chance to get knowledge as it pertains to bringing your business online. So for those businesses that would like to go online, who are not online yet, and even those businesses that are already online, how you can actually advance your business and improve, this session is designed especially for you. It's happening at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Thursday, and we understand it will also continue and run into Friday as well. Here's Mr. Daniel with more on that session.
We are very happy to announce that we will be having a session titled VDEC, VDECC, the Virtual DNS Entrepreneurship Center for the Caribbean. In very simple terms, it's a session on Thursday from 2 to 5 at the Marriott aimed at helping entrepreneurs be more successful in the digital space. So your young entrepreneurs, your existing entrepreneurs, web developers, application developers, website hosters, persons from the transaction processing sector, from financial institutions, from the Chamber of Commerce, anyone who has an online presence, who has a domain name, who has the customized domain names, and there's several of them, persons who have domain names ending in .kn. It's a place where you meet others who have been operating in that space and who are already successful, and you have the opportunity to learn from them so that you can be a little bit more successful in your entry into the digital space. So you can go to the website vdecc.online to find out a little bit more and to register for the event. It's a free event. You don't have to pay anything. But the interesting thing is you come and you can learn from others who've been successful. We have, for example, presentations by the manager of .bz, which is the most successful Caribbean top-level domain out of Belize. We have a presentation by a gentleman who's been running a domain name called .rest, which is used in Latin America for restaurants, and .bar, .bar, which is also used for bars. So he can tell his success story, which hopefully will inspire, some of the local entrepreneurs, and give them ideas of how they can be more successful.
Mr. Daniels also spoke about Icann and what role the organization plays as it pertains to internet and ICT.
Every device that is connected to the internet, your mobile phone, your tablet, your computer, your TV, your dogs, your cats these days, must have an IP address, an internet protocol address. I'm sure you've seen those kinds of addresses, 192.168.1.1 when you are setting up equipment and so on. So every device must have a unique address so that when you want to send information to a specific device, it goes to the correct device. Similarly, every organization that has a website or everybody with an email address must have a domain name which is unique. So that if I want to send you an email, it doesn't go to your cameraman or to the wrong person. So Icann's main function is to coordinate and manage the internet's unique system of identifiers. All of those names and all of those numbers. So we manage and coordinate the master database of all of the IP addresses in the entire globe. We distribute those globally to the 5 geographical regions, including the Caribbean, and we also, from a domain name perspective, manage the domain names at the top level. For example, .kn for St. Kitts, .bb for Barbados, TT for Trinidad, LC for St. Lucia, and so on.
That's Mr. Albert H. Daniels of Icann. We'll have more interviews and more presentations for you as we cover ICT Week here at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. But from all of us here at SK Newsline, I'm Andre Huey reporting on ICT Week at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort in Frigate Bay.